segment is sponsored by Volk Physical Therapy. He is on a mission to get the people of Charleston moving. Volk Physical Therapy brings you concierge therapy where they come to you. We're thrilled to have Dean Volk here on the show to tell us more. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Welcome to Charleston.
Thank you very much.
How long have you been here? Because you had practices in Charlotte first.
Yes, I have been in Charleston on and off for the past 5 years. I have two boys who graduated from the College of Charleston, which brought us here.
Yeah, so you fell in love with it, right?
Fell in love with it.
That's what always happens.
Yes, and my wife said, I don't need to move back to Charlotte.
Yeah,
so
she said, we're staying.
We're staying, so here we are.
So here you are. You have kind of a different business model, if you will. When you say you're concierge physical therapy, what does that mean?
That means that I basically bring my services to people's homes, places of business, wherever they're comfortable. I will go to them, meet them there. I have the availability of renting a room at a Pilates studio if somebody wants more of a clinical feel.
Okay. And I was asking you before, you know, if you go in the office, you have like, I don't know, the chair, wherever you normally do it. But in someone's home, if you don't have that equipment, you just adapt. How do you do it all?
I can adapt. I can actually bring a table into people's homes.
That's great.
I bring all the equipment that's needed for full service physical therapy.
So after years of having the brick and mortars in Charlotte, what made you decide to kind of change to this concierge style?
After doing it for 26 years in between Arizona and Charlotte, seeing how people just hate to drive and waste a lot of time driving from house to office, I figured I can save people time, I can save people effort, and I can get into people's homes and take care of them one-on-one.
Well, and I imagine everyone's different, but in some cases they might be in a lot of pain where they don't want to get in that car and have to come see you, and have you show up at the doorstep is much better, much more convenient.
I find it convenient for patients, and the ones who I've worked with have been very grateful that they don't have to get up and out and take the time and the effort and the pain to get to an appointment.
Yeah, so you're on a mission, you know, when you sent stuff in, you said you're on a mission to get Charleston moving.
Yes.
And that you can make people, you know, become pain-free, even get off pills through therapy. And what do people say after they go through that process?
They are relieved and most of the time shocked because they've been living on medications, going to doctors, getting injections for so long that they don't realize that there is a way that you can exercise properly and eliminate pain and dysfunction and get back to doing the things they love.
So if you're watching at home and you're in pain or on pills and you've been that way for years, you know, give them a call to do that. Like, that's amazing that you can do that.
I love doing it.
And do you have any, you know, preference? Like, what types of treatment do you do?
I come from a totally different background now that I did 27 years ago when I started. I look at people's body as a whole. I see that when people are in pain, stiffness or tightness or have soreness, their body compensates. And what I do is I look at the body as a whole, I find the imbalances, we work on the imbalances, and pain generally minimizes and people are much happier.
Yeah, so you come to their home, you work on the imbalances. I'm sure every case is different, so you can't say like within 5 treatments, it just depends on the person. Yeah.
Correct.
You also, on top of all of this, in your free time, which I don't know how you have any, but you've written a book. Tell me more about your book.
I've written a book called Sciatica Relief Now. Back last March, I started looking online at different things on sciatica, got onto Facebook looking at sciatica, and actually I got confused about what I would do with somebody after I started reading all these things and realized there's got to be a simple way. And I put together the book. I've had many people who've already written in and said, I can't believe how simple overcoming sciatica was by doing some simple exercises.
And I see this isn't just people. This is I helped my wife overcome excruciating sciatica.
Yeah, I forgot that part,
didn't I? You forgot your wife. Is she watching right now?
She is watching.
Say hi to your wife.
Trudy, Ben and Jess, how you doing? Yes, 2 months after I started going through all this stuff on sciatica, my wife woke up one morning and said, Dean, I can't move. And I said, what do you mean you can't move? She goes, I've got pain from my butt to my heel.
Really?
And I started laughing, thinking she was joking with me, knowing that I had been jumping into all this sciatica stuff. And when she stood up and stood there like a 95-year-old woman and hobbled to the bathroom in 10 minutes, which is only a 5-minute or 2-second walk, she got back to bed and I said, can I help you? And she said, not now, but later.
Yeah.
And
does it normally come on that quickly, or it just depends?
It just depends. She was one of those. It came on that quickly, and after 2 to 3 days, she was out walking again, and I said, look, we got to take this slowly because you don't want to irritate it further.
Yeah.
And she was an excellent patient.
That's great.
Which led me to realize, hey, you know what? I actually do know what I'm doing.
Yeah, well, convenient for her because she lives with you. But for those who don't have that, I have 2 questions. How can you get the book? And then more importantly, how can we find you and connect with you to book that first consultation?
The book is on Amazon.
Okay.
Amazon, if you go onto Sciatica Relief Now and type in Sciatica Relief Now Volk, that will pop up.
Okay.
And to get in touch with me, you can call my office. Well, my office is basically my cell phone. It rings to my cell phone.
Okay.
It's 843-597-8135.
We also have your website on the screen, volkpt.com.
Volkpt.com. That has both my Charleston and my 2 Charlotte locations.
Okay.
And actually, what I do is I offer the first consultation is 100% free if people want me to come to their house, or we can actually do a video consultation as well, just so that they can get familiar with me.
Sure.
So that I don't charge them for something that I cannot help them with.
That's wonderful. I've never heard of this before. I love it. Concierge Physical Therapy. Dean will go to your home to help you out. You just heard him, video consultation. That first one is free. 843-597-8135, or go to volkpt.com and search Amazon for the book. Good
Perfect.
to see you. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
All right, we've got more Lowcountry Live right after this.